So you guys remember what I said about that whole reviewing thing? Well, I don't have the best camera ever, so I'm just gonna do webcam videos. Not really review, but kind of, yeah. Kind of a webcam review, at least until I get a good HD camera, some lights, and a better review setup right now. I do want to end up actually doing that, but for right now, I don't have the best of means. I mean, I barely even have like a place to put the computer and any of my figures. Most of my figures are in these boxes behind me, so yeah. But yeah. So that's how that's gonna go. But anyway, on to what this video I wanted to be about is the Age of Extinction Dinobots. So here we got two from Wave 1, and I got Slug the Triceratops and Scorn the Spinosaurus. Now, these guys are actually really cool. Now you can see them better now because they're, by the light for the computer, so you can actually see their freaking detail. Yeah, Scorn is pretty cool. Here's Slug. Move my meaty giant fingers. There we go. Yeah, so really cool. And I do also have Wave 2, I have Strafe here. I did some modding to him. I actually took these feather pieces that become on his knees and get it all in the way. And what I did was I cut them because they're just these rubber pieces. So I took my little hobby knife and I cut them there. My hands are. I can't really keep my hands still sometimes, so it's not happens. But yeah, I cut that so now you can still put them on, but I just flipped them around, and I think they are better flipped around. They kind of come up behind the neck of the uh, dinosaur modes, or the dinosaur mode, but I think overall in robot mode they look a lot better. Uh, this figure I think is probably the weakest of the Dinobots, and will probably still be the weakest when I get Snarl and Slog, and Grimlock. But that's not to say he's not cool, and he doesn't. That's also not to say he doesn't look good with the rest of them. It's just I don't know. He's got a few things that are wrong with him that if they weren't there, that would make him so much better. And it's a shame, really, because he is really cool. I feel like he could have been executed a little better. And that's the same way with Scorn, kind of, too. I like Scorn, but I don't like the tail arm bullcrap thing. That's okay, whatever, I'll deal with it, but, I mean, he's got a giant freaking club that'll blast you in the face, but, I don't know, he's just all Beast Wars Megatron. It's just kind of predictable. His his head becomes, or his hand becomes that. There's his fist, or his hand that flips out, so that becomes an arm, just like Beast Wars Galvatron. His tail becomes his whole left arm, just like Beast Wars Galvatron. He almost transforms probably the same. I don't have Beast Wars Galvatron, but not yet anyway. I do plan on getting that. It's not that I don't like it. I wish he did something just a little bit differently. Switch it up, mix it up, make it different. Because don't do the same thing all the time. Then what's the point of getting me figures if they're all gonna be the same? And also I got Strafe here, who is in his robot mode, obviously. Strafe has a few problems too. I think they all kind of have one or two things that I think, and that a lot of other people think, could have been avoided and would make this figure, not that. There wouldn't be anything really wrong with it. He doesn't have the rest level in the white ray, so if you want his hands to be straight, you gotta keep them like this, which is fine now. But then the elbow isn't put forward. You actually have to twist it, and then, but you can't twist the wrist back, so it looks natural. He's got these curling, you know, I've been working out, hook, 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 dumbbell curling arms, and that's the gorilla arms. That's what that is. So yeah, really it's the arms. The arms are good in a sense. Certain poses like like this, like that's fine. It's mostly really the only pose I've ever put him in, other than when he's in dinosaur mode. But or whatever the hell this thing is, mode. It's a two-headed pteranodon with really long tails. That's not accurate to really anything. Not in. I hate when people confuse a pteranodon with a pterodactyl because they're not the same thing. Pteranodons are actually significantly different in a few key aspects, and I just being a knowledgeable on dinosaurs, kind of being a dinosaur geek too. When I was a kid, I was really into it, like most kids probably, or most kids my age that I grew up with were. But yeah, I mean, when somebody says something wrong about a dinosaur, I gotta correct them because, well, okay, one, they're wrong anyway. So they're gonna go live life thinking they're right when they're wrong. That's bad. Don't do that. That's wrong. You're wrong. So yeah. And that's with all of that, he turns into a raptor, more of like not a velociraptor. Everybody thinks, or not everybody, but a lot of people generalize velociraptor or raptor, and he's really not that. He's more of either a Utah raptor or I don't even know how to say the other one's name the right way, but Deinonychus? That's usually how I say it. But it's another, different dinosaur from the raptor family. They're all really very similar, but some of them are bigger than others, a little bit different. Some have feathers. Velociraptors have feathers. Utah raptor I don't think has feathers, and is actually considerably bigger than velociraptors. Velociraptors aren't very big at all, actually. A Utah raptor, I believe, is the biggest one, or Deinonychus is. I'm not entirely sure. So I want to quote me on that. I'll go ahead and transform him now so I can show you what I'm talking about. But robot modes I think are really good. Slasher has a race joint, so that's pretty cool. So does strafe and slug. Scorn does, but it locks in his robot mode, so it doesn't really work in robot mode. So, it locks in both. It locks in robot mode, so it doesn't. You can't really utilize it that well at all. But I think when the other dinobots come out, these are gonna all. It's gonna make all of them look good together, and it's gonna be nice. It's not, oh, those are the most perfect figures ever. Those are masterpieces. No, they're not. They're retail figures. They have flaws. They have pros and cons, like most any figures around. However, it really depends on how much you like the design, how much you like the source material, how much you even like the movie. And, spoiler, I'm gonna put a thumbs up when I'm done saying this. So, if you want to mute me, do it right now. Right now. Okay, I'm gonna say it. This is a warning. He's not in the movie. Scorn is barely in the movie. Slog's not in the movie, and Snarl's not in the movie. So we don't get the Apatosaurus, the Stegosaurus, or the Raptor. So I'm just gonna call him Raptor because I'm not entirely sure which Raptor it is. So yeah, that sucks. and that's really annoying. So the fact that, they're not in the movie, hey, he's not accurate to the movie. He wasn't in the movie. I didn't even see the movie. I just read a review, so I wouldn't really quote me on that. But hey, I just wanted to warn you guys in case you did. But alright. Well, that's over. I'm gonna do the thumbs up for probably a few seconds, and hopefully everybody that want to leave or go back or whatever, can do it. So, alright. Alright, so yeah, now that spoiler's over, you'll see what I'm talking about there with that. So, yeah, here he is in raptor mode, and he's really cool, but he's not. Velociraptors, every recent picture I've seen really are their snouts are long, the claws are more sickle shaped. His aren't really that. It's just the design of the figure, and you can see like the head and the neck really remind me of like a Utah raptor or a Dionysus. I hope I'm saying that name the right way, but yeah, I know Autobombless mentioned that in his video, so go ahead and check that out. I'm going to transform this guy. Now this video will probably be 15 minutes long, but when I'm talking about 4 figures in one video, um, it'd probably be long. Now, Strafe, on the other hand, I really like Strafe. Despite all their problems, I do still really like the figures. I really like all their head sculpts. Like, he looks cool. And, put these big old wings, and just make him look all cool and stuff. He's even got like little sword and like lance deals. I call them. I don't call them exactly swords because they're not pointed or really. They're more like lances. So I get it. They're supposed to be knights or something like that. I don't know. They have a knight theme. I don't know. Dragons, knights, dinosaurs. Dragons don't exist. Dinosaurs did. I guess. That's probably the easiest way I can say that, but even then, it's like still pretty far-fetched. So, now all of them are pretty good transformations. I think I like Slug's the best. I don't know why. Just I do. Scorn is a little bit annoying sometimes, but overall I still like it. Same with Slash, about the same, but he's very simple, but it doesn't really bother me. Now there are a few things I think this figure should be better on, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But overall, I really do like the figure. Why is this not going where it needs to go? Okay, because the head wasn't done all the way. All right. Now, the big problem with this guy here is really just the design for the movie. The fact that he has 2 heads, because, well, let's face it, that would never happen. Well, okay, that might have happened. Still, we might find a 2-headed, flying, pterosaur like this. Now that's what they are. They're not freaking dinosaurs. He's a pterosaur. The ones that fly are pterosaurs. They're not really related to dinosaurs. They kind of are, but they're kind of not. I don't particularly remember perfectly how it all works out, but dinosaurs are really the lizards that ruled the earth that were on land. The ones in the air were called pterosaurs. The ones in the sea were called plesiosaurs. I remember this because as a kid, oh man, I was basically freaking Jeff Corrin, or I don't know who the. I was like Alan from Jurassic Park, telling everybody what dinosaurs were. So, yeah, but here he is, and you know what? I mean, his rear legs I think are a little too long, but they didn't bother me that much. Both of the mouths open. Now, the pterosaur, or in the original Transformers, cartoon G1 and everything, was a pteranodon, and he only had one head and didn't really have a tail. So yeah, I have one somewhere on here, but you can see where this kind of looks a little ridiculous because, well, we haven't found a two-headed dinosaur or two-headed anything from that time period, let alone a pterosaur. So okay, this one reminds me more of something from like Pacific Rim or Godzilla or something. I don't know. It's like Rodan if he had two heads, but I really do like his colors. He's got the nice. They all have that metallic kind of plastic dealio going on, but you can kind of really see the robot mode under here. His arms are just right there, but from this side, it's pretty cool. And that's cool looking. I mean, he's got an Autobot symbol on each side of the wing here. Then he's got this cool blue fade from the silver, with these cool jagged black lines that really kind of set off a nice little visual coolness thing here. Totally reminds me of like Mothra or something, like with a pattern like this. And I don't know that much about old Godzilla. Actually, I don't know anything about old Godzilla. I've only seen two of the movies, the new one and that crappy 90s one. So, can't really tell you how Mothra worked or anything about Mothra. All I know is she's a queen and she shoots lasers. I want to watch those old movies, but they're all movies, and I'm really... Some movies are so old that I just can't watch because they're not what they are today, and they didn't have the same technology, and movies kind of just feel corny to me, but anyway, back to the Dinobots. I like him. I like them. I think they're really cool. I think once I get the other ones, I think the set will be cooler. I'm going to review Grimlock by himself, because I do plan on getting Voyager Grimlock by himself. I kind of want Leader Prime, but we'll see. If I can get a good deal, I'll try to figure that one out. But yeah, there you go. That's this video. If I would only get one Dinobot, I'd get Slug, and then from Slug, it'd be Strafe, and then Scorn, and then Slash. Because of that spoilery thing I told you about, if you know about that. But, if you don't, go see the movie, then decide if you want to buy the figures for the movie. That's probably the best idea, really. But if you're a Transformers fan, you like dinosaurs, that shit, I don't know why you haven't got them all already. I mean, if you don't like them, you don't like them. But, if you're interested, pick one up, see how you like it, watch some reviews, go looking around, make forth the effort, because it's you that is going to end. It's you that is going to end up, spending the money for it, and you need to make the right decision for you and your collection. Thanks, guys, for watching, and tell me if this sucks, if this is a dumb video kind of thing, or if it needs worked on, what we can do. I'm not going to stop doing it because, well, it's really the best idea I think I could come up with, rather than having it close to the camera where you can barely even see it. I'm trying to tell you all these details and you don't even see it. This is gold bug. Yeah, so let me know, and thanks guys for watching. Subscribe if you like my videos and everything and all that hoopla. Thanks guys.